This video is all about IOSAT, what potassium iodide is good for, what it can't protect you against, and what else you can do to protect yourself if you can't find it. While nuclear fallout contains many different types of radiation, radioiodine just happens to be one that we can treat prophylactically. When we breathe in air containing radioactive iodine, it will enter the blood and accumulate in the thyroid gland. Your thyroid needs iodine to control various processes in the body, but it can't tell the difference between radioactive and regular iodine. So by taking potassium iodide as soon as possible, your thyroid fills up on iodine for 24 hours and can't absorb any more. This effectively blocks the intake of the radioactive iodine in the fallout. While radioactive iodine can cause cell damage and cancer, taking too much of even regular iodine can permanently damage your thyroid, which is why the minimum recommended adult dosage of 135 milligrams should only be taken once unless there is prolonged radiation exposure. Adults over 40 are not recommended to take IOSAT unless their exposure is above 500 rads, as they are least likely to get cancer and most likely to suffer negatively from iodine overdose. Children, on the other hand, are more susceptible to radiation, even as low as 1 to 5 rads, so treat children first and as early as possible. Fetal brain development is in part associated with the thyroid, so pregnant women and newborns will want to limit their dosage and seek medical treatment as soon as possible. When purchasing potassium iodide, look for pill form, as the shelf life is double at 10 years. Some studies even show that the only degradation in dry iodine is in solubility, not in efficacy. But what happens if you can't find potassium iodide, because word is that it may be sold out in North America at this time? Knowing that, I did find a few comparative studies on PubMed as well as recommendations in other countries for other backup medications. 170 milligrams of potassium iodate is recommended in Europe. There is some argument that the efficacy rate is greater with potassium iodate after 8 hours. Potassium perchlorate is a better alternative if you have longer-term exposure and have to continue to take a supplement. A dose of 100 milligrams of stable iodine is equal to about 1,000 milligrams of perchlorate. Show notes and sources for this video will be in the comments. My next video will be over other radioactive isotopes and fallout that you have to worry about, and what you can do about them. And my pinned video shows you how to filter nuclear contamination out of water in order to make it drinkable. Check comments for FDA dosages.